Hello everyone, my name is Fox 9 and I'm at Fox. It's been a while since I've seen Star Versus. Season 4 ended like a while ago. I used to do reviews on that show, and then I kind of just dropped off because I didn't know when the next season came out. Then it came out, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I never came back to it, but I heard some terrible things. I'm like, oh no. But then again, this is a show that, I don't know, well, there's probably new people to my channel, so now, but hi. Star Wars is a show where I've always had mixed feelings about. It's a show that I really liked when it delved into its insaneness, and then I disliked when it went away from it, or the inconsistencies where, oh, Moon's like, a terrible mother. She's an angry mother. She's someone who dismisses stars, and then it turns out she's the exact opposite. She's nice, kind, and Star's just a large dick. But, that's 3 seconds after, I don't know. But yeah, so, I like the idea with the wand. I like the idea with, like, Star Versus. I liked everything that came with it, and, like, the reason why I started watching this season today and finished it was because I recently because what is it? It's Thursday right now. Well, it's 10 o'clock right now, but it's Thursday. I still have 2 more days till Owl House comes out, and I'm working on a project. And I'm like, I kind of want to watch some Owl House, something like it. So I'm like, screw it, let me finish Star Versus. And yeah, so I started watching it. This season was actually pretty good. I'm gonna say that right now. I liked when it was, it was mainly in Muni, which I wanted, which I've been wanting the show for a while. It was mainly in Muni. It delved more into, insanity of, that world had monsters and demons and everything. It was pretty damn good. And they explored a little bit more, like, Marco and Star liking each other. Disney, for some reason, like, always, it's the last season where they like to throw in a lot of gay. Like, or something like, Jackie's bi, Star's bi, Tom, and I think Marco are both bi, too. Like, everyone's bi in this. And it was just like, wow. Alright. A lot of it was good. Again, I liked it. It was fun. And then, like, after Globgor got out, which I guess his biggest crime, well, other than eating people, and, like, there was some funny scenes, like the part where they try to show the Spider Bite family, the new monster kingdom, try to show the monster kingdom, and like there's the abstract painting. Turn out it's like the blood of the people like Globgor is killed, or just a bunch of terrible things. But even then, like, it did some cool things about racism and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. That was pretty cool. I actually liked some of it that they were saying, and like I like how it literally came to the same conclusion that, like, I think a lot of people have come up with. It's just like, fuck the past generation. The generations coming are the ones that are gonna fix everything, and hopefully that's the case, and they don't follow their parents. But yeah, like, it was good. There's some really funny jokes. It was pretty damn good. And like, even like the ending bit where, like, the whole big thread is that Broly Sailor Moon gets a bunch of super armors, and basically these are super powerful, so they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. This is a super powerful enemy. They don't know what to do. And then Star goes, I'm going to destroy the magic. I'm like, why? Like, I get her reasoning and her idea behind it, where the whole idea was, and I don't know if I should go straight into this, but, like, the whole idea of it was, hey, these things are super powerful. Cut off their magic supplier. Cut off their magic source. These guys are going to try to extinct monsters. Yeah, okay. Cut off the magic source. They won't have any power. All right, cool. They're going to commit genocide. All right. Star then goes and commits genocide to stop them. Wait a minute. both of them end in genocide. I don't think this is a good plan. Also, like, because here's the thing. 80% of the season, I liked. The 15% that I thought was, like, okay or bleh, was when they went back to the human world. Mind you, we did get a cool episode where, what is it, the babies, Marco's new sister, and, Meteora, go into Hecapu's dimension for, like, 5 seconds, and, like, you know, they, because of the time and everything, they grow up, like, as sisters, and there's some, again, they just keep throwing in the gay, androgynous dude, and, like Marco's buff again, and stars, and every time they go back to Hecapu's dimension, because they go back to it twice, every time they go back to this dimension, I'm just like, you know, if you would have stayed, you know, you could have an entire series in Hecapu's dimension, or just have an entire, like, give us a comic book series of Marco's adventures in there. And, like, give us another one about Marco's sister growing up in that dimension. Like, I think that'd be really badass. But, yeah, like, so, like, that, like, there were some cool things. And this season was pretty badass. The last bit, I'm just like, we have to destroy the magic and kill everything that was magical. And apparently, there's a bunch of shit ton of time paradoxes. The beach day thing I actually like. I'll say that. The beach day thing I like. I'm going to keep jumping a little bit. But the beach day thing I like because I remember... Was it? I think it was the last... Yeah, because you see that a couple times in the season before this. I was like, there's no beach episode. And then, like, later on, it's like, oh, like, they say, oh, no, this is something that she got at some point, I guess, off camera, I think. A picture when they went to the beach. And, like, I'm like, alright, cool. Well, that's fine. They explained that picture, and it was kind of cool. Also, like, you know, having hope and all that. It was a nice... I really liked that bit. I really did. But then also there was a bit with Glossaric, which makes me just hate him more. There's a character in this named fucking Ronaldo. And, again, some of you probably newer than from when it did Steven Universe reviews. But, Steven Universe, Ronaldo, I fucking hate him. He's the bane of existence. And this Ronaldo, who's, again, one of Glossaric's kids, just wants to spend time with his dad. Just wants to, you know, have his dad love him. And, like, in the few minutes that we see this character, I'm just like, I hate Glossaric even more now. I hated Glossaric already. Like, Glossaric was already, I think, a stupid-ass character that I really hated before this. But I just hate him even more now that he's a terrible father. And he's basically has his kids in pain. He knows his kids are in pain. And he's just a dick to them. Like, especially Ronaldo, I'm just like, you asshole. I don't know, this Glossaric, and then also a shit ton of other things happen where it's like, oh, Glossaric helped create Muni through a paradox. Also set Toffee up to fight Moon and all them. Because, so he set everything good and bad that happened in the series is basically because of him. Entire wars, thousands of people dying are all because of Glossaric. Shit. What else was there? So Glossaric's bad. Star's bad. Now I'm even more mad because I didn't even think, yeah, Ronaldo's made of magic too. So she straight killed Ronaldo. When she destroys the magic, you know, magic's supposed to be gone. Yet somehow there's a fish, a seahorse fish person still floating. Pony head is still floating. Like, I can disbelieve, okay, she's just a head and all of her organs and everything that she's needed is inside that, like, head space. Sure. I don't see how she was floating. I guess when you saw her floating this time, there was no sparkles. But even then, I was just like, no, she shouldn't be floating at all. She shouldn't be floating at all. I and then the ending, where like it's. Also, wait, no, I need to go back before I get to that bit. Jackie, when Jackie pops up again, because again, it's been months since it's been maybe half a year maybe since I've seen Star Versus, season 3. When Jackie popped up again, one with a girlfriend, awesome. But when she popped up again, I was like, okay, cool, all right, cool. And she started talking, and then I remembered the vibe I got from this character and everything she did beforehand. It was like a rush of memories and everything back, and I'm like, oh my god, this character was awesome. This was a woman who Marco basically gave his entire, said everything to. Said the most embarrassing things, all that stuff, and she accepted him for that. And all I could think was, Star's a freaking homewrecker. Yeah, the blood moon probably had something to do with it, but Star's a freaking homewrecker. Oh my god. And I'm like, Star's even worse of a person. I'm like, and then the ending. The ending. Here's the thing. I like the whole bit where, Star's like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to see Marco again because, magic will end everything, and so I'll basically be screwed. I won't be able to see him, we won't be able to go across dimensions, and Marco's like, yeah, I won't be able to do that. Well, fuck. And, they both, basically leave their homes to stay with each other, getting stuck in the realm of magic, which then separates them back to their own worlds. Again, everything with Ponyhead and all that garbage happened. And then, that's when shit goes bonkers. Where there's a portal that happens, Star's running to it, Marco's running to it, because, they're going to try to meet up. And, again, I like the whole bit where, both of them are, fully willing to give up their worlds to be with the other ones. That's beautiful. I love that. That is not what I have a complaint with. Even though, again, Jackie's, oh my god, I hope she's happy. That is a character I'm just like, I hope she has a happy life. But, Star... Damn it. But yeah, so portal explodes, and it looks like they're both stuck on opposite sides of the portal until, it pulls back, and it turns out, no. That's not what happens. All the dimensions, at least Muni and Earth. I think it's supposed to be all the dimensions, or at least I think it is supposed to be Muni and Earth. Merge together and create a world now where humanity that doesn't know magic has to deal with giant monsters. I guess you could say the monsters are trying to become more docile, but I didn't look like it. The monsters have to be more docile. You know how crazy medieval people now having to deal with technology. You probably have a bunch of quote-unquote, technically munis are now illegal immigrants because they're not from this dimension. And you already know because of the monsters and all this stuff. And Jana even saying, when there's something we don't understand and we can't defeat, we try to blow it the hell up. That now there is going to be a massive war between humans and mumins. And mind you, that's obviously, of course, that's just me going off of everything that would happen here in this day and age. And, the ending of showing that, yeah, there are still giant monsters and they're scaring the shit out of people that are there. And you just have suddenly a minority, I guess, civilization suddenly appearing. Or maybe not the majority, I'm not sure how many humans to monster ratio there is now, but it's something like that. I say a couple of things. One, if that happened now, beautiful. I would love to explore the hell out of that place. But I also know that would lead to massive wars, which the humans would most likely lose because they don't have magic. Monsters might be okay because they'll have natural gifts. Because Yeah, I'm not sure, and they try to hide it. Like, I'm not sure how if Tom has his magic, like to teleport and summon demons and fire and all that, or if magic's all dead, are there no longer ghosts? Because I'm pretty sure ghosts and stuff like that are connected to that in this universe, or if there's magic, or like, well, like it just raises too many questions. It's I don't know, man. It's weird. It, I like the show. I like the idea that this show, along with Gravity Falls, Amphibia, and probably even Owl House. I like the idea that like all of the and this show are all in the same multiverse. If not the same multiverse, the same world, or the same multiverse, one or the other. Especially with what happened with Amphibia, which I've only seen a little bit of like that one episode of the Gravity Falls episode. Where Frog Seuss, sorry, says that, hey, Mr. Pine, you think like we're like a constant in all universes, stuff like some garbage like that. And it's like, okay, there's all the other distinct universes. They're kind of agreeing to that. There's some bleed over between Gravity Falls, or at least where Marco lives, and in Star Versus, like some like tourists and stuff like that. And some creatures. Also Rick and Morty. I forgot to add Rick and Morty in that little circle of universes. But yeah, like the show was okay. If I'm gonna watch a show, if I'm gonna watch a show about magic, I'd rather watch Owl House. This was cool while it lasted. I kind of like the idea of Star learning how to use magic. Oh, they finally had Marco use his wand once, and then that reminded me that like the whole subplot with the monster arm is completely gone now because the series ended. Unless they're gonna continue in the comics, but I don't think so because apparently the comics were supposed to be 6 things and six like comics originally. One of them was, and then it canceled out at 3, so that's probably not gonna happen. Again, Star's wand. Yeah, like it was cool, and Star's wand apparently started off as Meteora's baby rattle with a unicorn in it, and that's what made it into the wand, which the queen was picked just at random by Glossaric. So basically, Glossaric was the reason why there's humans as the wand, reason why all these wars happened. And the biggest, dumbest thing I think is that one of the reasons why Star says we have to destroy magic, it's because she says, "Oh, magic. All magic does is cause trouble," and I'm like, not really. Like, yeah, you fought magical creatures before, but like in Uni, the only people who have magic are you. Like, well, not you. Well, I guess probably you, the viewer. But like the butterfly family. Because Eclipse is a butterfly, but Moon and Star actually aren't butterflies. But they have magic. Their magic, and so like that's and like if you're going with something like Ponyhead and like all that stuff can float and everything, and that's not magic, that's biological, then even some of the magical creatures you fought aren't because magic. It's because they're just biological things that they have. Magic hasn't really done much. You're the only ones with magic. I don't know. Let's start. Marco's monster arm, that subplot's gone. Marco uses the wand once, or uses the wand, and it's kind of cool seeing him use his own spells. But even then, it's just like, why does the wand look evil? It doesn't look karate-like. Why does the wand look evil? Why does Marco have moon-shaped symbols on his cheeks? Is that just supposed to be whenever you use magic? But Ludo didn't get moon marks on his cheeks. Is it because like they find out that humans are actually humans from the past? Why do the humans turn into butterfly people when they're super powered? If they're actually just humans? Is it wasn't puberty like? Isn't puberty a thing that happens to all humans? What caused the crossover between humans becoming butterfly people? Oh, hold on. Is that even right? Wait. Oh shit. Ah, here we are. This one right here. Puberty versus Marco. So when girls reach a certain age on Muni, they So when girls reach a certain age on Muni, they go through this thing, and they human, they want bacon, they turn to a cocoon, turn to their first version of the butterfly form, and then back to them, and that's it. Like that's it. It straight says like in general. So this means that they went from humans. I guess it has been over. I'm sorry, it has not been over 1,000 years, because apparently it was like them as pilgrims, like our pilgrims that came to America. Those pilgrims. So it's been a few hundred years. Not that I guess magic could do that, but I don't see how magic, like, not all of the humans use magic. It doesn't make any sense. In any case, yeah. If this show did anything, it makes me want to see more of Hekupu's dimension, and it makes me want to see more of. I want to see more of Hekupu's dimension, and I want to see more of. Oh, that hurt. Hekupu's dimension, and more of like this world post all this. Like, I'm kind of hoping maybe magic actually isn't gone. Maybe it's actually still there. It's just in a different shape. Hell, if they find out later on, like, the first witches used, like, they could pull Owl House and be like, no, like, us with, like, magic in us, like, yeah, we have an organ that gives us magic. We don't rely on that shit. And, like, you have stuff with Luz, where, again, she uses magic basically from everywhere, from nature and everything, and I like that. I hope they do. It'd be cool. It doesn't have to be the same universe. Some people were at a distance it as far as the hell as they can. But for a show that, again, had its ups and down writing, this doesn't surprise me all that much that it wasn't that good of an ending. It was fun while it lasted. I liked it. It just ended, like, it ended with so many questions and so many, like, loose ends. And mind you, Gravity Falls did the same damn thing. With, like, the whole bit with Robbie being a zombie, which that never comes to fruition, even though he has all the signs. He has all the signs for that. Pacifica and Dipper. Dipper, for some reason, staying with Mabel. I don't know. And then, like, it ends with, like, mystery. Will Bill Cipher return? Show was okay. It was fun. This season I liked a lot. The ending was just what was dumb. It was just like, magic's the reason everything's bad. It's like, no, it's not. It really isn't. What's bad is because people are dumbasses. That was about it. Even Ludo got a redemption arc, and it was kind of cool, like, one episode of that. And, like, Eclipse's husband is pretty cool. Apparently they just got locked away because they loved each other, and Eclipse's mom was racist. I like the idea with the Solaris project. Was it Solaris project? I can't remember. The Super Warriors. Yeah, it's alright. This is my late review of Season 4 of Starbursts. I hope Owl House gets more than 3 seasons, or at least ends really well. Like, I'm gonna do a separate video on like how I want Owl House to end. Lord knows I don't want it to end like this. Like, Owl House, so far, has some really damn good writing. Like, Starverse is a version that shows how not to do this, while Owl House shares some similarities. Alternate dimension, kind of. It's alternate dimension instead of Muni. It's the Boiling Isles. Instead of staying on Earth, it stays in the Boiling Isles, where it's cool. Magic is more of the magic. There's more focus on the magic, but you also still have the relationship between her friends and everything, and ties them in more with it. Ida's a surrogate mom for Ida's Luz's mom, while also Luz's actual mom is still a major point to it, and it's more along the lines of, oh shit, I can't tell her I'm learning to be a witch with demons. That might go over badly. I don't know. It's Owl House is doing it good right now. Star versus. By the second episode of Star versus, I already knew. Also, I hate Ponyhead, but I already knew, like, the writing was going to be up and down, and it was all the way until the end. But again, the funniest bit that I can think of is that, again, there's no cutting ends. The world is there, is like here. It's going to end in war against Mumins. The sad thing is, the Mumins are going to lose. But yeah, but thanks for watching. Well, assuming that it spread all throughout which it should, because like, Muni is an entire planet, so. But thanks for watching. I think they are like everything. Like, I think all the universes merge into one. So yeah, it's gonna be a big problem. But thanks for watching my video. Sorry I went on so long, but I was just baffled by this. I was like, oh my god. Thanks for watching my videos. Probably do some more late reviews, if anything. I'll do a review of Owl House when it comes out, the newest episode. Thanks for watching my videos, and we will see you later. I don't know if I'm disappointed, but I'm just like, I don't know. At least I got Owl House.